Now this question is related with volcanoes. Now another pair type of question, and you can find 4 volcanoes has been given here, right? Now all of these volcanoes, they are having current affair importance, and the current affairs related with geography in the sense, suppose if you are having some volcanic eruption or earthquakes or tsunamis, so there's a tendency that UPSC will be asking questions based on such events. And in India's case, if you are having any geophysical phenomena or climatology related weather events, so the UPSC will be asking questions based on those events. So the current affairs from geography, they are related with mainly maps, right? And in the recent years, in 2017 and 16, as well as 15, you can say, we are seeing a tendency that more current affair questions or more map based questions has been asked, right? And most of the time, these maps, they are not randomly selected places, rather than due to one reason or the other, those regions or those places will be in news, right? So in that sense, all of these volcanoes which have been given here, they all erupted in 2017. That's their importance, right? And you can expect questions based on these volcanoes if UPSC is going to ask a question related with volcanoes. Now before going into the question, let's see all of these volcanoes, right? So the first one, Mount Mayon. Now Mount Mayon is located over the Philippines, and this region, right, it's a region where the Pacific plate, right, the Pacific plate is converging with the Eurasian plate, as well as you can say Indo-Australian plate. So this is a region, part of this region called as Ring of Fire, where majority of the volcanoes as well as earthquakes as well as tsunamis are concentrated, right? So this Western Pacific region, the Mayon is seen over the Philippines, in the Western Pacific region. Okay. Now this is a real life picture of Mount Mayon, and it's a very beautiful picture, but when it erupts, it results in huge destruction, right? And as I said earlier, the Mount Mayon, it erupted in 2017, and it's one of the active volcanoes. And the other 2 volcanoes, the first one, Mount Sinabang, right? Now Mount Sinabang is part of the Indonesia region, and these regions, we are having more number of volcanoes here, right? And in the Indonesian region, the Indo-Australian plate, right, it converges with over these regions, and we are having volcanoes here. Okay, so Mount Sinabang is in Indonesia. Now another important volcano, which is Cutover volcano, right? Now Cutover, in the sense, they are seen over this Papua Guinea. It's an island near to the Papua New Guinea region. Okay. Now left of this Papua New Guinea, we are having again the Indonesian region, right? So the importance of Cutover is that earlier it was a dormant volcano. Now a volcano can be called as active volcano or dormant volcano or an extinct volcano, right? In the sense, active means in regular interval they will be erupting with the magmas, right? Bursting magmas. And dormant means in the recent past they haven't erupted. For quite some they haven't erupted, but they used to erupt in their past. So that we call it as dormant. And extinct means in the recorded history, in the recent history, it hasn't erupted. Earlier it used to erupt, and now it is not erupting, and it is believed that the magmatic chamber has been emptied. Okay, so we are not expecting any new eruptions from an extinct volcano. At the same time, there is more chance for a dormant volcano to erupt. So in that sense, Cutover volcano is an extinct volcano which erupted. Okay, so Mount Sinabang over Indonesia and Cutover over the Papua New Guinea regions, nation. Now the next one, the Mount Etna, right? The Mount Etna is it's in one of most active volcanoes in the world, and it is one of the largest volcanoes in the world, right? And Mount Etna is in Italy, and there are few other volcanoes which are important in Italy, which are Vesuvius, Stromboli, or you can simply call it as Volcano, right? So remember this Vesuvius, Stromboli and Etna, they are the most important volcanoes in Italy. So the 4 volcanoes which have erupted in the 2017, right? In Indonesian regions, we were having other volcanoes like Agun volcano which erupted in Indonesia. So now let's see the question. So Mount Mayon, Okay, another pair type of question, and Mount Mayon is marked with or paired with Indonesia, which is wrong, right? It should have been Philippines. So again we can eliminate the options having 1 in it, so we can eliminate the option A. Now what left is B, C as well as D, right? Now we are not able to make any inferences by seeing the options. Now again, just let's go back to the second pair, which is cutover. Now we know that the cutover is situated over Papua New Guinea, right? So the second one is correct. So we can eliminate the options without 2. Okay, so we can eliminate C. Now what left is either B or D. Okay, now if third one is correct, it would be B, or if fourth one is correct, it would be D, right? So let's go through the third one, Mount Sinabang, and Mount Sinabang is marked with Philippines, which is again wrong, right? It should have been Indonesia. So the third one is wrong, so the answer comes out as 2 and 4, or you can say D. Okay. Now in this kind of question, sometimes if map based question comes for your prelims examination, you won't be knowing the places exactly. You will be knowing maybe one place or two places, right? You won't be knowing all the places. And if you are applying elimination method, most of the time you will be able to get into the answer by just knowing 2 or 3 of the options or the statements, right? If it's a 4 statement, just by knowing 2 or 3 you will be able to get into the answer. And sometimes in these kind of map based questions, maybe you won't be knowing anything, but you have to attempt that questions in the sense, I'm not saying about wild guesses, you have to think it from the words, right? Sometimes we will be able to, if you're going through the words, we will be able to find or relate it with certain places, right? Here you can say Mount Sinabang, right, or Mount Agun, right? Those are the mount volcanoes, they are related with Indonesia. So if you are having these regions, we will be able to easily identify names, and so always try to apply such kind of logics in finding out the map based questions, right? So here in this question the answer comes out as D, 2 and 4.